watching you behave. LB business. Alright, 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 yeah, alright, yeah. Black skin, black faces, black people make black magic. So pay me every fucking dime and add taxes. Copper feel in a room full of brass tactics. I've been about that work, boy, I've been ass capping. You lying about your bread, nigga, you axe capping. You really about that life or you just hashtagging? You really self-made or is you cash apping? Doing everything you can to make the cash happen. These new niggas do a whole lot of backslapping. See you win without they help, then they golf clapping. No applause in my trophy hall. I'm still focused on the goal and I was hanging on the walls. Listen, all I need is a sports channel and a glass of your finest red. You feel me? Ha.
You can make it better, why don't you love? Yeah. You can make it better, why don't you love? You can make it better, why don't you love? You can make it better, why don't you love?
Yo, I sat down and I started writing you this letter. I never make it perfect, just trying to make it better.
You can make it better, why don't you love? Alright. You can make it better, why don't you love? Go. You can make it better, why don't you love? Alright. You can make it better, why don't you love?
Black skin, black faces, black people make black magic. Cut from a different cloth, you know the finest fabric that's intertwined in our DNA. You go to work whether you corner boy or starring in the NBA. Even if you never left the porch, gotta know you pray. Cause once they put you in the game, gotta know to play. And when it's time to lead a game, take a bow and say, thanks for the warm welcome, I ain't trying to overstay. Good timing, the importance of I can't overstate. Drop facts over hot wax like Odelay. The killer type on a thriller night like Ola Ray. It's close to midnight, get right and let's motivate. I need my ginger ale and 5 lemon peppers, all flats, nigga. Let's go.
You can make it better, why don't you love? Come on. You can make it better, why don't you love? Yeah. You can make it better, why don't you love? Come on. You can make it better, why don't you love?
Hey yo, I shed a tear when I started writing you this letter. I never make it perfect, just trying to make it better.
You can make it better, why don't you love? Alright. You can make it better, why don't you love? You can make it better, why don't you love? Okay. You can make it better, why don't you love?
Alright, alright.
Yeah, said it couldn't be done again. Meth Lab 3, nigga. Yeah. Lights, camera. Yeah, 30 for 30, my jersey dirty, my crew back. I shoot a 30 like Stephen Curry, my shoes whack. So locomotive, you lose track. Confused facts, you're thinking Kodak, but with more thought, there's 2 blacks. Standing ovation, get you clapped. Debating most these backpacking rappers got 2 straps. My cadence half left, half amazing, that's 2 facts. And layman's got these women's intuition like you snack. I'm OJ out of prison, the juice back. I moved to Green Bay just to move pack. Same way y'all use the system, I use rap. I'm what the game is missing, that boom bap, that true that. Don't ever say he can't, never been a saint, now who that? With guns drew, breathe, y'all ain't up in my league. Don't get tricked by the assumption that nothing's up in my sleeve. Boy, I'm hot, when I'm heated, I'm like 100 degrees. With at least 100 shots, hit at least 100 MCs. Public figures, we in the public eye. This what evolution is to the butterfly. Like baby mothers, the ratchet sing 'em a lullaby. I told you I was a menace, now hurry up and buy. We in the public eye. Evolution is to the butterfly. Let the ratchet sing 'em a lullaby. I told you I was a menace, now hurry up and buy.
Check. Bitch, I'm dope as a brick of coca. Pick a smoker, chose to dance with the devil and bit the cobra. Lift the toaster, pistol so big it barely fit in the holster. No pretender, fought through the coldest winter like Sister Soldier. Pain. Resurrected to give the gift. Check the message, nigga. I got the method from Clifford Smith. Invested in getting rich. This is definite as it gets. Every bar's fucking majestic. Suggest you should hit your split. Fuck with my respect. Get shuffled out the deck. My brain chemistry can change history. Now that's the butterfly effect. I muffled out the tech. Don't make me pull his duffel out for rep. For trouble I'll protect. The doctor pull a couple out your neck. Woo! Public figures, my budget bigger. Climb the level, I'm just pedo. It's too many puppet niggas. Nothing bigger than my love for the culture. Don't touch the trigger, slugger fly. Sing you a lullaby, plus I deliver pain.
public figures, we in the public eye. This what evolution is to the butterfly. Like baby mothers, the ratchet sing 'em a lullaby. I told you I was a menace, now hurry up and buy. We in the public eye. Evolution is to the butterfly. Let the ratchet sing 'em a lullaby. I told you I was a menace, now hurry up and buy.
This is First Gen Excerpts.
"16 bars, I got something to say. I hope these 16 lines open 16 minds. When I was 16, thought I had it figured out. Till I turned 18 and left the house. 16 years later, I'm rapping for the savior. Everything in between, you could call that favor. But oh yes, I would testify even if it's not televised. Cause the Lord's been too good to keep quiet. On the 16th, looking for that 16 from Critter. I heard the 925 on the rise, put that on Twitter. No, I ain't like no other, I can't fit that slipper. Walking to the beat of my own drum, like barumpa bum bum. Life is short like a 16 verse. I know it's 16 beefs, need to put them in the hearse. Cause you win some and you lose some, but it ain't worth you're losing your life trying to prove something. 16 turning to 32 when your flow's bulletproof and the Lord put you on, he's the one you answer to. Ay, blowing on this beat like calligraphy, hoping that it hit the streets where the pimps and players be. Cause if he saved me, he could save you. No cliche, gave me a new song, switched it up like a DJ. Took me from hypey to holy, now I'm holy and hypey. The life of the party, the demons don't like me. 16 years since I hit the dro, I swear I thought I couldn't live without it, though I'm high off life. 16 years since I said yes, now I'm living my best life. All praises to the Most High. I know some people that make it to see 16, so I refuse to sit back and not intervene. Just cause you're 16, you ain't gotta wait till you're 18 to realize the Lord put great things inside you. He provides, Jehovah Jireh. If he called you to it, then he'll supply all your needs. And he can use anything to get the glory, just as long as you give him glory. When I was 16, I used to want to be famous. Now I'd rather live blameless and make his name famous. When I was 16, I used to want to be famous. Now I'd rather live blameless and make his name famous. 16 bars, I got something to say. I hope these 16 lines open 16 minds. 16 bars, I got something to say. I hope these 16 lines open 16 minds. 16 bars, I got something to say. I hope these 16 lines open 16 minds. 16 bars, I got something to say. I hope these 16 lines open 16 minds. 16 bars. Speak life, not death. More ministry. I've been here the whole time. It's ministry, baby. And you know, and you know, and you know, and you know we from the Bay, so we say. And you know we from the Bay, so we say. And you know, and you know we from the Bay, so we say. And you know we from the Bay, so we say. 16 bars.
videos with Hooker Boy.
Tap on the beat.
I just sat here and laughed. I just sat here and cried, thinking about all the good times that we shared, thinking about how much of a positive influence you play on my life. I wish you was here so I could talk to you just one more time.
I ain't no gangster, but you raised me in the hood. I seen the bad and the good. I know you tried to raise your little girl the best way that you could. Now I'm just misunderstood, and I've been through a lot so you can say I'm damaged. Now I keep up these walls cause they take advantage. I can't know who to trust, niggas hella scandalous. Be having on they mask just like a bandit. And I wish you was here to take away this pain, cause now my life would never be the same. I wish I could see you again one more time so I can say hello, what's up? Hello, can you tell me? Yeah. What's up? Can you tell me? Yeah. I wish you was here to witness this progress. I hope I make you proud. I'm just trying to do my best. It's hard when I think about you. I cry when I think about you. Cause when you was here, you was my biggest fan. Invested in my dream, you had a master plan. Now I do it all alone without your loving hand. If you ever lost a love when you understand. And I wish you was here to take away this pain. Cause now my life will never be the same. I wish I could see you again one more time so I can see hello. Whoever lost somebody that they love, we miss you.
But it just ain't no use giving up.
Never give in, never give it a rest. Give what you wanna receive, I guarantee only best. Giving up nothing, take this life and run it. Keep pushing till it's cookies, crushing anything coming. Giving up nothing, take this life and run it. Keep it pushing till it's cookies, crushing anything coming. Gotta take it to make it, till in position to flex. You never give in, never give it a rest. I've been told that you can beat or fail with only a try. So while we standing here talking, let's get ready to fly. It's taken too many times, created too many whys, equaling nothing but a reason to make too many cry. Well, flail, ready to give it up. Can bow out now, cat, you barely fill the cup. Half full, half not, halfway's just not gonna be enough to fill your belly past the pot. Cause see, it ain't just you, like it ain't just me. It's like a silent coat of strugglers just striving to beat. So let's reach out and grab, like we clutching for life. And it's your last chance to reach, so it's gotta be right. Like you've been watching it grow, and now it's ready to pluck. A fire in your soul is boiling, and it's time to erupt. Prepare to slap box with life soon as it steps in the ring. Don't let up until the rest screams and the bell rings. No give it, never give in, never give it a rest. Give what you wanna receive, I guarantee only best. Giving up nothing, take this life and run it. Keep pushing till it's cookies, crushing anything coming. Giving up nothing, take this life and run it. Keep it pushing till it's cookies, crushing anything coming. Gotta take it to make it, till in position to flex. You never give in, never give it a rest. up, gave it all for your dreams, never enough. Like being last in session after everyone puffed. Past, nothing but burnt remains. It's alright, inhale, breathe new life and watch the dream relight. Just climb till you can't, then crawl till you fall. If you can't get over, then burrow under the wall. All quitters get in the end, it's a sigh and a grunt. And disappointed stares like you just fumbled the punt. But no one who's reached the plateau of the greats made it to that status without slashes and scrapes, embarrassing wipeouts and epic falls. Comfort's a no-brainer when it's balls to the wall. Knees to the concrete, forehead to the ground. Fist up to the sky and give your maker the pound. So fear not what's scrapping for your dreams, puff your chest. You want it bad enough, the universe will do the rest. Not give it, never give in, never give it a rest. Give what you wanna receive, I guarantee on the best. Giving up nothing, take this life and run it. Keep pushing till it's cookies, crushing anything coming. Giving up nothing, take this life and run it. Keep it pushing till it's cookies, crushing anything coming. Gotta take it to make it, till in position to flex. You never give in, never give it a rest. Truth be told, sometimes you gotta learn to give it up. Stand up and hold the rail, no sitting on the struggle bus. You need to stay alert and make sure not to miss your stop. If the ride is rough, ring the bell, jump off and walk. Ain't never been no shame in doing things the longer way. Dreams are relative of time, move at your own pace. The hardest lesson is in tuning out opposing pressure. Life will implode your game and kill you only if you let her. So strap up your vest, lace up your boots and keep your drawers tight. Don't make it easy, cause trying to get this ass will be a fight. You can stand and fold, swing a duck, but go for yours. Don't wait to be invited, smash through any blocking doors. Who asked permission to blow up to the top? You think Blaze gon' ask for okays to make it hot? No fire never starts without a spark, I'm saying. Giving up's never an option, so let's stop playing and get it. Never give in, never give it a rest. Give what you wanna receive, I guarantee on the best. Giving up nothing, take this life and run it. Keep pushing till it's cookies, crushing anything coming. Giving up nothing, take this life and run it. Keep it pushing till it's cookies, crushing anything coming. Gotta take it to make it, till in position to flex. You never give in, never give it a rest.
I swear you something special. Shorty better than my nephew. Birkin bag, you hurting them bad. I'm tryna ride on them curves, start crash. Long bikini, strong patini. You look nice on my arm, you need me. You don't talk, but they be on you easy. But for me, you all calm and clingy. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Rose petals in the bed when I know you coming. Swear you so bad, I think I owe you something. Brand new white Range Rover something. Pull up in the Benz closer. You ain't nothing but trouble, cause men want you. But fuck them, cause none of them men know you. Me and you and a couple of friends over.
I give her everything she needs, but she takes everything from me. I give her everything she wants, but it just ain't good enough. Even though I know I should, the love is just too good. I know she's doing me wrong, but I just can't leave her alone. You're my one desire, girl, you set my soul on fire. You're everything to me, girl, you make me feel free, baby. And I love you so, you know you make me lose control. You're my melody, you're the sweetest song to sing. I give her everything she needs. She takes everything from me. I give her everything she wants, but it just ain't good enough. Even though I know I should, I know she's doing me wrong, but I just can't leave her alone.
The chick is killing everything. better than you ever seen. Classic, forever gon' remain a queen. Ownership, my coins, everlasting, effortless. I'm a brand, get a bag, really been getting that. Figured you didn't understand. Baddest, greatest to do this, master the classes. Now you see I run this. Bad to the bone, though. Really good vibes, I'ma keep you in the zone, though. They tried it, I'm so good that I'm bad. So organic, let me show you why they mad.
She bad, she bad. I give her everything she needs. She takes everything from me. My house and my car. I give her everything she wants, but it girl, you fine, girl, you fine. She bad, you blow my mind. Love is just too good, just too good. I know she's doing me wrong, but I just can't leave her alone. She bad, I give her everything she needs, but she takes everything from me. She's okay, she with it. I give her everything she wants, but it just ain't good enough. She's okay, she with it. Even though I know I should, her love is just too good. She's okay, she with it. I know she's doing me wrong, but I just can't leave her alone. She bad.
Come on, money, how much you got? Don't borrow, all I got is $100 bill. Girl, you been out here all day and all you got is $100 bill?
This is now versus then. This is now versus then.
Get on your mark, let's go. This is now versus then. Burning up your radio, still turning up the heat with poetic on the flow. Got you moving to the beats with the saint as your host. Shout out the collective, hold it down, we gon' clown, that's the lesson. Where Generation X meets Generation Next, with them bangers from the east to the south to the west. Yeah, it's how we do it in Sacktown. Slide to the studio, yup, it goes down. Everybody fall through, these beats gon' pound. Waking the game up, told you it goes down. And this is only the intro. Turn the mics on, shout out to my kinfolk. Where you at, y'all? Let's get this started. Turn down for what, we about to start the party. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
This is now versus then. This is now versus then. This is now versus then. This is now versus then.
Is the mother of creativity, and without pain you cannot create.
Sorry, I gotta do this, but how you treat me the rudest. I guess when you like Jesus, you gon' always have a Judas. Forgiveness was a bet, and I still rock with you regardless. Oblivious to your secret jealousy and heart of darkness. The type of shit you said to me, I should make you a carcass. Since you acting like an animal, mud dog and lawless. You should be ran over 10 times, but instead I'd rather pray. I let Jesus take the wheel and move the whip out of the way. Cause when your soul's astray, only God can bring you back. It's not my fault, you never healed and your mental suffers lack. Going black when somebody gets a little bit of shine. Your eyes too weak to handle it, so you stay going blind. Got that noble nod, yeah, I'm on that playlist. And you act like I should apologize for my greatness. Yo, it's not my fault you let that ink run dry. I thought you was about this life, but it was all just a lie. Wishing death after congrats, man, them polars is by. You added years to my life, trying to curse me to die. God brought me too far, so your weapons will never prosper. You played the role well though, I should hand you an Oscar. The whole time your heart towards me was pure trash. I'm glad I disposed your ass, glad I disposed your ass. I'm not perfect, everybody has their crazy ways, but some things in life you should never ever fix your mouth to say. You just another crab up in the Chesapeake Bay, and I got a pot of boiling water for that ass today. I saw that knife that you pulled when I pulled your card. I should've cut you off then, but I love so hard. Yo, niggas is unstable, you must understand that high winds can cause damage from a real big fan. I stay praying God reveals my enemies, and then I seen her, they gotta go. You ain't gon' end up like Selena.
Oh God, it's a promise. My eyes open, I see the Yolandas. See the signs before you start making comments, cause the closest ones to you can end up Yolandas. Oh God, it's a promise. My eyes open, I see either Yolanda's. See the signs before you start making comments, cause the closest one to you can end up Yolanda's.
What's good with it, planet Earth? What's good with it? And once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are rocking with The Vibe. It is Tuesday, April 1st, 2025, and we are broadcasting live from the city and state of Hartford, Connecticut. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is First Gen Xers presents Now versus Then, where Generation X meets Generation Next. My name, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is The Saint, as you see your name right here. And we are getting ready to get it in as this evening. Tonight is something very special because for the first time, in a sense, visually, I have this young lady right here. She is always doing the damn thing, and I'm talking about the one and only Key Turner as the special guest this evening, okay? But in the co-chair tonight, y'all already know, she is the business warrior diva. She hosts her own show right here on Twitch called The Lovely Radio Show. And of course, I'm talking about the one and only Ms Toi in the building. Y'all already know what time it is, so let's go ahead and get into the politics of it all. We always kick off this show with the thing that we call the conscious moment. And a conscious moment is a track from an album. It could be from an EP. It could be from something very extraordinarily special, okay? It may not even make the radio, all right? So tonight's conscious moment track, we've actually had played this maybe twice in the last couple of weeks, but it is worth a listen this evening. I promise you, it's got a good vibe. And then after one more track after that, we will get into the meat and potatoes of the one and only Miss Key Turner. So let's go ahead and do this correct. Kicking this off right here, third time, y'all, because it's really that good. The name of the track is called I Apologize. This is Eric Roberson, and you are hearing it right here on The Deuce. Let's go.
I apologize for not finding you sooner, baby. I feel like your kisses were made for only me, babe. I've been waiting for your love, yeah. I've been waiting for your love. Waiting for your love. I've been waiting for your love. I apologize. wait and see what was for me. Oh, for me. I knew that you was for me. I just had to find you, girl. I apologize for not finding you sooner, baby. I feel like your kisses were made for only me, babe. I've been waiting for your love. Yeah. I've been waiting for your love. I've been waiting for your love. I've been waiting for your love. I apologize. Oh, jokes aside, I'm glad I have you. Since you're right here, you know I like to catch up on all the things we missed. Got a pocket for you to lay in. Got a whole pit for you to stay in. Here, take the keys, I cleaned up just for this, for you. Oh, for you. I cleaned them for you. I knew one day I would find you, babe. I apologize for not finding you soon. I could have been kissing you sooner, babe. I feel like your kisses. I apologize, yes I do. For me, for only me, babe. Wish I could love you before. I've been waiting for your love. Yes I have. I've been waiting for your love. Oh, I've been waiting for your love. Yeah. I've been waiting for your love. I apologize. Forever now, my love is
Time to hit him with that force again. I keep burning up the page with my scorching pen. No remorse, lyrically I torture them. They on bended knee, Kaepernick and Boys to Men. This is fate, let that wheel of fortune spin. I'm here for one reason only, of course to win. Your ego gets shattered like cracked porcelain. I am black awesomeness, you became a boss when. Shh, let the wizard mother speak. Lyricals make up, then they hug the beat. Niggas trying to go viral off a funny tweet, but your money weak. Please go and have 100 seats. Real beautiful goddesses never coming cheap. Incredible women be rare like bloody meat. Ain't nothing sweet. All these rappers be redundant. They bout to plummet and confront defeat. Every new moon my words get spoken clear. I bring empowerment, y'all invoke fear. But dust settle and all the smoke clear. I'm like Rakim, ain't no jokes here. See, humans are just energy vessels. We gases, liquids, essentially metals. Folks comprehend many at limited levels. You can be black and still genuine devil. Whoa, I go with the pen, I'm a rebel. Bring balance like the bass when it the treble. Word, self-penetrating and the pot always be defending the kettle. They plant distractions, confuse the issue. But I blew whistle, they shallow and superficial. Keep it official, never cliche. All the things your favorite rappers never gonna say. Who the best rapper? I mean the best trapper. I outsmarted all them niggas, I'm a chess master. Be scheming, don't be listening to your messy pastor. Live your best life now, not in heaven after. Keep your eye out for the predators, the parasites. I feel them coming, Phil Collins in the air tonight. Ty illuminate the world when I share my light. It's not Ghostface and Nas, it's Barry White. Beautiful light show when you observe the chakras. Red, orange with the green, blue, purple, copper. Facts down like perfect posture. A rapper, nah, true lyrical urban scholar. Still rolling through the hood, swerving in my Mazda. Healing masses with my words, verbal doctor. So while you petty hens steady get your cackle on, I'm up power meditating at the crack of dawn. The power prestige you often claim, but my magic lines up with my talk game. brain, spark flames, brutal bars of pains across my lane, and you gon' take that walk of shame. They toxic, wasted chemicals. I goes face to face and erase the imbeciles. I speak in it, I don't state symbols. In the tarot, you're fucking with the ace of pentacles. I don't shed no tears for these hoes. Why? The God Marley said it, no woman, no cry. Energy vampires wanna suck your soul dry, cause they all possess demons in overdrive. Everybody love the light, but they never willing to look deep inside the shadow where there hides a villain. Break your soul's chains, shatter the barriers, make yourself great again. Then America.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back into the building. All right, hold tight just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's good with it again? Once again, this is Now versus Then, where Generation X meets Generation Next. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is The Saint, and of course, with the co-chair, the one and only Ms Toi in the building, as well as the one and only Key Turner in the building. What's going on, lady? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
What's that? What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, Key? What's going on, Saint?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening with you? What's going on? So, ladies, what's happening? What's going on, Miss Key Turner? I know that right now you are definitely celebrated with your appearance on the Muddy Waters 2 album by the one and only Redman. The track is called Goofy. And
Some goofy motherfucker. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We have to ask, how did that track come about?
Wow.
How did that track
It's been a long time, and it's been a long time in the making. I'm gonna try to, condense the story because there's a lot of history with it. So during COVID times, Redman was putting together a mixtape, and a lot of the submissions were mostly male. So I follow him on IG, and he had made a post that he wanted, he needed some women MCs. He's like, look, I got all these guys on here, I ain't heard from the ladies yet, what's up? So without hesitation, I gathered some of my dopest stuff. I'm like, yo, this is Redman, yo, like he's in my top 5 that are alive. So I gathered up some tracks, sent them over, and made it real professional. I even included my phone number just in case. So like, I don't know. You never know what can happen.
Right.
Long story short, I sent them about 7-8 tracks of mine that I had on deck. And next thing I know, I'm getting texts in all caps like, yo, who do you think you are, yo? and then from there, that was history. From then, he's like, look, I think you're an excellent writer. Oh my God, this is amazing. And I was just like, jaw to the floor, because I'm like, yo, this is like the doc telling me this. And and next thing I know, some months later, he's like, hey, I'm working on Muddy Waters 2, and I would really like for us to collab on a track. And I'm like, what? So I'm still pinching myself, because it's like, he thought I was dope enough to be a part of that album. You know what I mean? And he had already had the song in mind. The concept was there. He just told me, yo, like, I need you to just talk to the queens. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the fellas. I need you to talk to the queens. I don't even want it to be a crazy barred up like that. I just want you to talk to them. I'm like, okay, all right. And here we are, you know what I'm saying? And this was done like 4 years ago though. So, a lot of people think that when songs drop, it's something that may have came up, 2 weeks before, maybe a couple months before. Like, a lot of tracks that we hear are like years in the making. This has been marinating now for about 3-4 years, So and it finally dropped. And I was on pins and needles the entire time. You can imagine, because it's like, is it gonna drop? Because when you're making an album, especially as someone with his caliber, there's a process of elimination. Not everything makes it, So I was like, is it gonna make it? Is it good? And it made the cut, and I was very excited. Like, wow, this is happening. Like, I'm on Muddy Waters too. Craziness. I'm still pinching myself. Yeah, it's wild, yo. Very wild.
I
But long story short, that's how it came to be. I
now
submitted my music, on IG to him. That's how that happened.
now one of the things that because I know we because I know we first connected back in like I think 2017, and
Hmm.
did you really ever think that you were gonna just like just get right there and just like boom like I mean I know that
Look, hell
most
yeah, I'm gonna
artists
answer for
I already know you were coming in with Ms Toi. I already know you were gonna do that. I already know.
pop your
But
shit, kid. Fuck that.
okay, all right. No, but seriously, considering what are the possibilities with you actually appearing on an album
Hmm.
that's just like just especially in this day and age where hip hop has changed so much,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much, and it's really a blessing to get
yes.
there. And I'm glad I actually was helping to make that journey too, because you've come a long way since, man.
Yeah, yeah, been putting in work since, like I said, I've been doing music since, a preteen, you know what I'm saying? And it's just wow because like Redman is one of those artists that I studied, I looked up to. And, God is funny when he has things laid out for you, he always does, above and beyond what you can imagine.
Hmm.
And I definitely, and to answer your question back in 2017, no, I didn't think that like something like this would happen. No, absolutely. I mean, I always felt like inside that, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna take it somewhere. I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? But this, I didn't imagine. You know what I'm saying? Being featured on one of the best MCs in the world. You know what I mean? And I'm not just saying that because no, like real hip hop heads know, like he is one of the greatest. And it's like, wow, to even be considered, and I constantly tell him because we're always in contact and he's such a stand-up dude and I always tell him like, bro, I'm grateful. Thank you. He's like, nah, you deserve it. You did this. You put in the work. You got to this point. You did
That's
it.
why
He
I
was like,
said you did a
don't,
great
yeah, yeah, don't give anybody the credit if you didn't put in the work and didn't have the material, it wouldn't have got here, and I wouldn't have heard it. So, you did the work, you deserve it, you here, yo, big up yourself. And I'm like, okay, you know, um, yeah, but like I said, I still pinch myself. Like every time I see that text come across in all caps, because trust me, the way that he is outwardly is how he even talked through text, bro. Like everything being caps. Turner, like, oh my God.
time. Yes,
It's just,
it's so funny
yeah.
in
So,
person too. Yeah.
yeah, man. It's crazy.
Okay, okay.
It's crazy.
So one of the questions that we have talked about during the entire season. Hold on just a minute. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only moderator in the building. CJontay, how you
Hey.
doing?
Hey, hey, CJ.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on. You got it? Can you hear me? Okay, but you can't hear me. What the hell is going on here? Oh
You
man,
can't hear
here we
her.
go. Yeah, I can't hear her. Or so I gotta find. Let me see. Hmm. Damn. Okay, we're gonna try to get this. We're gonna try to get this fixed. Let's see if we can go ahead and try to. Oh, now I can hear you. Okay.
Hey,
I need you to speak into the mic.
Mic check 1 2. It's a
Yep.
little bit better.
Yeah, there you go.
All
All
yep.
right.
right.
Okay.
All
Yes.
right.
All right. All right.
My
So,
mic
well,
sounds
what?
nice.
All right. So I guess what we're gonna go ahead and do anyway, since we're getting ready to start talking to everybody, and we're just gonna go ahead. CJontay, go ahead and make your speech, or however you do your introduction.
Hi,
Take it away.
everybody. I'll go ahead and I'll moderate the chat. If you have anything to say or comments or
Comments.
shout outs, I'm here.
Okay, that's what's up.
Woohoo.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right.
No
So the
doubt.
question, so the question of the season, or this season at least, is we were talking about this some time ago, and what we wanted to know is what is studio etiquette. Okay, and that was a question that was very well answered the very last time. So what we do is we're going to pose a new question for this for the season and so forth. And what we need to know is what is a good producer in your eyes? What is a good producer?
Mm.
Where does that producer take you? Um, and what type of producer do you like to work with, et cetera, et cetera? What is a good producer? And of course, we want to start with Miss Key Turner.
Oh man, a good producer. I've worked with a lot of great producers, so I could say a great producer isn't just gonna throw you a track and, just say do whatever, right? They'll let you do you, but they're gonna give you input and critique that's gonna make you a part of that track. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people that do songs and you can tell they're just on top of the song. They're not a part of the
Yeah.
music. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? A good producer is going to make sure that you are on it like a part of that instrument. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of artists that can naturally do that, but a good producer is going to coach and lead an artist to be like an instrument over that track. um they're gonna know what fits your voice and your vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, vice versa. Everything has to mesh well. Again, you're the instrument too. It's not just the beat. And you got a lot of artists these days that's why it's like it's kind of tainted because you get artists that'll just grab a beat off of YouTube and think, oh, because it's a dope beat, I'm gonna rock it and it's gonna be cool. Nah, this is why you get different artists over that same track that'll sound way better because that fits them a lot more. And then I kind of miss the days too where you're like in the studio with a producer and they build tracks around an artist's whole vibe,
Yeah.
and they coach them and tell them, hey, relax a little bit, or don't, you need to take a breath there, or maybe you need to put some harmony here or add some melody there. You know what I mean? Like that's a
Right.
good
Yeah.
producer to me. I'll give you an example. When I did Goofy, since we were talking about it, my first take, I was going hard. I was rhyming hard because I'm like, oh, I'm a red man. I attacked it, and bro was like, nah, because you got to understand, remember, Redman's a producer too, you know,
Yeah.
as well as a DJ. And he said, sis, be mellow on this joint. Just talk. You
Mm.
ain't even got to come hard. Like, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. That to me is a good producer where they can kind of coach and lead you to be a part of the track, not just on top of it or attacking or come. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's my definition. They're gonna coach you in the right way to maximize the best parts of the whole song.
Okay. Same question, Miss Toy.
Oh well, you already know Mike City is the best. The producer I've had since That Girl album, Work a Twist with E40, and you know, getting a deal with Universal and the songs get picked, and going throughout the years without having him around and building my own, label and studio and everything. And then City came back and was like, look, Miss Toy, the industry not the same, but we always want to be in a lane and I want to do music with you for the libraries, for the syncs and placements. And this is the producer who comes to me with a whole beat pack, 6 or 7 songs at a time and says they want 80s music, Ms. Toy. They always need females. They want 90s music or they want hardcore rap. You can curse. You know what I'm saying? Someone,
Mm-hmm.
and then those placements reach those places and those shows. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, someone who is producing. And even if you're not, we work together in the studio or, I get an assignment and the stuff had to be turned in the same day. And it's like if you're not prepared or your producers don't have you prepared, you will not make it to these series or these shows or the BMFs or you know what I'm saying? You won't make it to these shows because you won't be prepared or your producer doesn't see you as valuable as you see yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So always be prepared because the assignments change in this business and because technology allows us to get work done a little bit faster. And we're not saying just do quick stuff. We want quality sound for every
Mm-hmm.
song, like it's a single for everything. It
Yes.
matters. So when you develop yourself, because this game don't have artist development like it used to, but we
Mm-mm.
have to develop ourselves along
Mm-hmm.
the way
Yes.
with our producers because as they
Super
elevate
facts.
their sounds, they elevate with their sounds and their equipment. You have to elevate with your writing and your thinking and your
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because once y'all marry those two things together, it's a beautiful marriage. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
Yes.
producer is
Yes.
always important to me. That's why two of my co-hosts are my producers. Personally, I like working with people who have knowledge of the business, and that's where it's the go-to person is the producer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Facts.
Exactly. That right
Yeah.
there, that was a well well spoken answer. And Chanel,
Yes.
I, well
I,
well we pretty much already know what our I guess our answer in a sense, but go ahead, you can go ahead and speak on it first.
sincere. I always say the best things to look for in a producer is someone who you can communicate very well with and that they communicate well with you and that it flows like, hand in a glove or like peanut butter and jelly kind of thing. There has
Mm-hmm.
to be that yin and yang, but there also has to be something that works well together and coming together to create whatever it is you're creating and both being open enough for changes, open enough for variations,
Yeah.
listening
That
to
part.
each other's, collaborative ideas. What I love about my experience with my producer right now with Poetic Beats is that I can send him a sample of my idea and I can say, this is the lane I was going for, go for it. And then from
Yeah.
there, he'll send me back his interpretation and then from
Absolutely.
there we just kind of spar off of each other until we figure out where the middle ground is between for both of us and what we like. And that's how most great producer artists work. When I look at other situations like Timbaland and how he was with Aaliyah or how Missy is with certain people and
Mm-hmm.
just those super houses. I'm thinking of like super houses, like you see the marriage or you see the creative union between the two and where one person strives and one person they have their other strength and it comes together and they bring it together. So that's what I always look for. And then also a producer who has some kind of training. Both it doesn't have to be full music theory. They don't have to read music,
Mm-hmm.
but they better know how to play it by ear and can still
You
phone
gotta
things
have
in.
that ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because ain't no way you can't do this if you ain't got no ear, bruh.
Right.
Like you gotta have an ear.
I do read music, but what I like is that Poetic Beats. He says he can a little bit, but not like all the way. But he can hear anything, and I could give him a
Yes.
whole lot of chords, and he'll say, "I don't really need those, but send them anyways." And then
Mhm.
he'll figure out where I was based on that ear, and that
Yeah.
works.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Absolutely.
love
Mm-hmm.
that. I love that, and then that helps me sharpen my vocals and get
Mm-hmm.
into the pitch, get
Yeah.
into the key, and refine.
Poetic
So
Beats. Shout out to Poetic Beats. I
Yeah.
got
yeah.
music with them too, and I appreciate the homie E coming to get me and him and Corrupt doing a video.
Yeah,
So, shout out to the music because it starts with the music. They sent
yeah.
me the song, the
Mm-hmm.
whole song without nothing on it, and they was like, Miss Toy, give us the hook. I was like,
Yeah.
so it was perfect timing though. But he does have an excellent sound.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Nice.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and throw throw the hat in because Poetic Beats has been the engine. He's been the gasoline for this whole first Gen Xers thing since shit 2016, and I'm not really going anywhere with this. With that, I've had three other three other producers, and they fit the bill at that time. But Poetic Beats, his shit is pretty much timeless as far as I'm concerned.
Mhm.
He
And
took
when you
over.
yeah
Just say it.
Yeah,
He took over. He
yeah
took
yeah.
over.
yeah
Very dimensional.
yeah but
That's what I love. It's very dimensional.
yeah
Yeah.
but the thing too
Well deserved.
also, I think that a producer should really take the time to really listen. And what I mean, not just like listening to a conversation, like I believe that every good producer can break down every single instrument right down to the rain droplets, in any kind of sound effect to that, to that
Right.
effect. And I honestly believe that is the same that kind of engineer, that kind of producer is just a class act by themselves. Point
Mm-hmm.
blank. And
Mm-hmm.
it's always something good, and you'll know it when you hear it because the product is always on point.
On
The
Right.
point.
product is always
That's
on
right.
point.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You can't complain. You just can't complain. So, Miss Key Turner, what do you have coming up next? I know you got something brewing in a pot somewhere.
I do. I do. So I'm working, I'm still working on my project. I am going to be releasing a single this month, y'all. Like, so I've been very, what's the word? I've been kind of tiptoeing with this project.
Tiptoeing?
Only because, yeah, just kind of like, yeah, let me just tiptoe through this real quick because I have so many tracks. So now I'm just like picking the best ones that I'm gonna drop on this project. But it's coming. So yeah, this month expect a single from me before the end of April.
Oh
And then the
shit.
album should be out this summer. Gonna have some nice treats on there, hopefully, a feature from the one and only. And yeah, that's what I got brewing. And
I'm
back to what
excited.
Ms Toy was talking about with sync. I'm constantly working on sync tracks for television. So
Mm-hmm.
this summer, I got a few placements on, a couple of shows out there that should be coming out. So yeah, like yeah, that's been a major thing for me too. I've been doing a lot of sync writing, and
Good.
it's beautiful. It's a really I like it because it's like less pressure,
Yes.
you get to, they tell you what they want, like Miss Toy was saying, they tell you what they want. You whip it up and you deliver. You know what I mean? They may
Yep.
come back with a few adjustments here and there, but
That's okay.
I love the sync stuff. So I've been doing a lot of that. So yeah, I got something coming out on one of the Power franchises
All right.
this summer. So yeah. And this is before, I did Raising Canaan with the performance piece.
Mhm.
Brothers and Keepers, it was on rain last season. I did a piece on that when the young lady was on stage rhyming. I wrote that piece. So I've been putting my hands in those areas. And I like it. I like it. Yeah, I like writing behind the scenes. It's pretty cool. So
Damn.
Good. I'm glad you have that,
hmm
going for yourself as
yeah.
well, because that's being a
hmm
writer, songwriter in the business is very important. First of all, they always looking for female artists, and that doesn't mean that you are
Yes.
the artist.
Yeah.
You can write in general. You can do
Mhm.
poppy music. You can do whatever you want to do that fits the show.
Whatever. Yes,
So
absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. It makes it fun, it's variety,
Yeah.
like being an
does.
artist, we have our niche. We're boom bap. We're sticking to that lane. But then sync kind of lets you, spread your wings a little bit. And you just have fun with it. It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, y'all need something pop. Y'all need something, okay. The scene is, oh, we're battling against these realtors over here on Sunset or something. Like, okay. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna write like I'm the best, and yeah, you can't, beat me, whatever. I don't know. It's just cool. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple, little quick, and
Mm.
then the bag is great. Like, like the bag
Right.
is great. So I always say there's so
That,
many more
that's
things that you
writing.
can do in the music, aside from just being the artist and being in the forefront. There's a lot of things you could do.
Hmm.
If artists are into producing, try to produce and, land some spots just doing music in the background,
Yeah.
getting into sound design. There's so many different areas where you can put your hands in with the industry. So yeah.
Right.
It's definitely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. I want to quickly just want to take a break for a second. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the folks in the chat room. First, I want to go ahead and say and give a shout out to the folks that are outside of the chat room, the ones that are just outside of the chat. You can look at it, but you really can't participate. I definitely want to thank those folks out there, especially coming from the city of Hartford, Connecticut. Definitely want to go ahead and give you guys a shout out. You know what's happening, all right? And then I definitely want to go ahead and give a shout out to the folks in the chat room. We have the very beautiful, lovely Roxy Hart 82 in the building representing the city of Hartford, Connecticut, and also the founder of Black Gamers United. We also have the one and only lovely radio show in the building, the one and only Ms Toi representing. All right. And then this evening, I am honored to actually have the one and only Queen It Shall Be. Um, she is she's a game developer. She's got a lot of fingers and a lot of pies and so forth when it comes to gaming, board games. She actually has a game that is based on Hillman College.
Mm.
Yeah, we're talking about a different world, and because a lot of y'all know already that a different world will be coming back
Back.
this
Yeah.
year, and filming starts in July. Don't know if it's going to be Hillman yet. Not sure exactly where it's going to be at, but yeah, we're definitely going to be getting into that. And thank you, Queen It Shall Be. I'm actually going to be getting interviewed by her this coming Sunday, and
All right.
yeah, and it's going to be on her IAS Games channel. Yeah, that's what's good. That's what's good. All right, and then we have a first time chat in here, Mr. King Kush. Definitely appreciate you
Yes.
tapping in.
Yeah.
Big ups,
Yeah.
Kush,
He just
dope
followed.
producer. Yes, from
Oh,
Cali. Amazing. I have a track with him. It's actually getting finalized now, and that's
All
probably gonna
right.
be one of the first singles. So salute to him. I heard a track. It was a mutual, well, one of his family members here in Atlanta, Knox is huge out here. He's amazing, sent me a bunch of beats, and one of his tracks was in that email. And I mean, all the beats were awesome, but this one, you know how you get that one that just stands out?
Mhm.
right.
Bruh, this dude here is fire. Like instantly, it was just instant. You know how it is when this is like you hear it and you just connect with it and it just goes. Oh my God. So yeah, the track is called Clearly. And yeah, that's probably going to be one of the first singles. But this brother is amazing, super talented, y'all. Big ups, Kush.
Well,
Thank you so much for joining in, tuning in tonight. I appreciate you, bro.
well, hey, Mr. King Kush, definitely. Hey, we can. Hey, listen, we can chat. You know, we can definitely come through. You know, we get a little bit, powwow. I'm I'm always down, for good conversation when it comes to this music. Especially for with Key Turner, and then of course Miss Toy. She's the warrior in this. She's definitely, you know, one of the greats in this business. I respect it a lot. And yeah, we could definitely have a round table, about this music. And, like I said, we're talking about, you know, good and great producers. And this is a conversation that needs to be had. So definitely giving you many blessings to you, sir. And also, thank you for the follow. I definitely appreciate that. Dang, that's just,
Yes,
oh
yes.
man.
Salute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. And
Very dope.
and please make sure that everybody follows everybody right here.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a lot of information. Once you bring forth an idea and we talk about it, and having good and deep communication, that's something that we all can, bring together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to
Mm-hmm.
tap
Because,
into that too, because Saint, when Keith said, she used to listen to Redman, and my songs was, Bonnie and Clyde theme instrumental, and before, that I was
yeah,
always into that Jacket for Beat. So when I got
Yeah.
the call,
Mm-hmm.
when I got Q's number, I knew the universe was lining us up. You know what I'm saying? So we had a meeting
Okay.
before I did You Could Do It, before I was called. You know what I'm saying? We got a
Yeah.
chance play our music for each other. And, maybe a year later, K Mac called me and was like, I need you to do this hook for Q. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
Hmm.
all right, you got to come get me. Like, I'm not one of them people. I'm not finna show up by myself, but I am going to come. Who invited me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk in with
Mm-hmm.
them. So just that meeting alone kept me thinking about how I listened to those certain songs. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
who I respected as an individual and Tupac. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
right.
you have to dream big before you can win it, even if you don't see it coming. You just
Mm-hmm.
never know, So I love when you said
Yeah.
about, Red Man. It was like, man, you was thinking about it, and then God was like you said, he got a funny sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah. He's like, you thought, you think you're just gonna get me there. Watch this. So like, what? What? Could have never imagined that. Like, what? Yeah,
I love it.
definitely.
That was
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
saying
Wow,
you
wow,
already know,
wow.
but
Yeah,
you are welcome to turn into the lovely radio show. I'm live every Wednesday and Thursday night. We hip hop. We a little bit of
Ooh.
everything. We talk about the music industry. We do our shit
Yeah.
together. But the main thing is
Mm-hmm.
we do live reviews. When you come through, we gonna play a song.
Oh.
And we gonna get our listeners to vibe with you on what you own. You know what I'm saying? Start following.
Mm-hmm.
And like Saint said, look, everybody got to follow each other while we on this mission
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
see what you're doing. So you can bounce around. It's home to, what I'm saying, extended family, lovely radio show.
Absolutely. Dope. Thank you.
absolutely.
Thank you very much.
But always remember, folks, especially, especially with this particular group, I will say this, that you gotta bring you gotta come with the right shit. You gotta definitely come with the
Yeah.
right materials,
But
because
what? What?
it's
It's
Mm-hmm.
like
Ms Toi, Inglewood, nigga. Don't play no games. This is hip hop. We ain't gonna be all sugarcoating it. We can't
I know
sugarcoat
that's
it.
right.
well, no,
Either
no,
y'all,
no, 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 no. I'm just no. We just we gotta kind of clean it up. We gotta kind of
nah,
clean
nah.
it up
Say you
just a
brought
little
me over
bit.
here. Let me act a fool, Saint. Let me act a fool. Man,
Okay, you may
you gotta
convince.
take. Unloosen your tie. Unloosen your tie. We got Key. We got DJ on here. You already know how this go.
Yeah, but no,
You're
seriously
right.
though, folks, if you can't, if you're not streaming, if you're not on any streaming platforms, you can't even come in that direction. We will
No.
give you a chance. That's platforms like this right here, because we're not gatekeepers, but we're not gonna give you trash
Mm-hmm.
rappers either.
No.
If your
Not
shit
saying
is,
that.
if
Okay.
your shit is not, if your shit is not right, if your shit is not on point, you and we get
Those end up being
submissions
the
every day.
trolls. Like, we get trouble.
Yeah,
It's like watching, in living color live in the world. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? You
yeah.
gotta have a clown. You gotta have a circus so you can know who the real
Hmm.
is. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
mean, you
when
do
they
get
do
a
that,
little bit of comedy, you do get to have some kind of comedy with this shit, but still at the
Yeah.
same time, you got to be able to be like, and that's just how it
Yeah.
works. That's just how it
Saying
works.
we
So
didn't have no control over it turning into the Special Olympic Rappers edition. We didn't have no control over that. We didn't do that. You
Ow.
didn't do that then. You didn't do it now. You didn't do it with the Gen Xers. We didn't do that. We didn't have nothing to do.
Ooh.
So we appreciate the legends like Redman bringing up, you know what I'm saying, more females like Hugh did. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that. We want to get
Mm-hmm.
our royalties too, but we also want to show them what good music is. We
Yes.
can't help.
Mm-hmm.
We can't help that. I didn't join the
Oh,
Special
I
Olympics rappers. I didn't. I didn't
I'm
well.
trying. I am trying so hard to keep a straight face here. Like, but damn,
Listen,
you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
listen. You want me to name one?
No, 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 no. Damn, damn, damn,
oh.
damn, damn.
They real famous. I didn't do it. Y'all did it. You did it. You fucked up the family. You know?
It's turning into a roast.
No,
We love real hip hop over here. We
no,
love
we
it. So
do.
that's
We
he
do.
said.
Right.
He broke it
We
down,
do.
and he always try to be nice. Don't be whack. Don't. We not sending nothing. I'm just telling y'all the truth. The craziest stuff has won already. So if you're not
Mm-hmm.
in your greatness, then don't complain because
Yeah.
everything
Mm-hmm.
has. You know, everything
You're
has.
right.
Once that's over with, they gonna be like searching, like burying
Mm-hmm.
with a shovel trying to find us. You know what I'm saying? They be like, where?
Yeah.
We gonna be like, excuse me, what are you digging for? I am alive and I am well. I'm here. You know.
Lord have mercy. Yeah,
So
this.
thank you, Saint, for having good taste in music and bringing
Yeah.
great artists. Like
Yeah.
you know, just bringing great artists. Period. You know.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
my whole thing is that like I said, greatness comes. It's something that they say. Greatness comes from small beginnings. Damn. All
Sorry
right.
about that.
That's all right.
Don't leave.
I live off a freeway. Sorry.
Yeah,
It picks up everything. I am so sorry.
No, that's
that's
okay.
it's a motorcycle gang. Don't even trip.
I am so no matter, even if the window is closed, we hear it all.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But
Well, I grew up by the railroad tracks, and my people used to be like, "Girl, you do not live behind the railroad tracks." Yes, I do. You know what I'm saying? They thought it wasn't the street back there. It was so secluded until the damn train came. You know what I'm saying?
Plenty of
all right.
mixes that I've sent
Don't be
home.
rumbling the whole house.
Man, you be
Like,
like,
close that
"Hurry
window.
up, how long
That's
it's gonna
crazy.
be?" And
That's
then
crazy.
back then we had the telephone in the house, so I used to have the motherfucking phone down. Hold on, you know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Hold on, the train. Let the train go by.
yeah.
Y'all got issues. but but
It's real life, though. Say it's real life.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
it is real
Stuff we
life.
put in the music, and they be like, "Oh man, I remember that."
Yeah. Yeah. But what I was gonna say, but the thing is, greatness from small beginnings, and the thing about
Yes.
it is that many of us, like with these podcasts and so forth, like some of us have stood the test of time. Some of it hasn't had its way. And the thing about it is, just like the music industry, you grow into certain pockets. You find a niche, you get it, you stick with it, but you have to evolve. And the thing about it is that a
Mm-hmm.
lot of these artists are still trying to do the same shit that they did 20 years beforehand. Come on now, let's keep it a buck. It's not working.
No
Yeah.
identity.
It is not working. Some of it, some of it you may have it, but some of it is not working at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do not evolve, especially in this music industry, you will
Yeah.
be lost. You will really be lost. And I've seen a lot of artists come and go just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not the
Mm-hmm.
right producer, you
Mm-hmm.
know, not the right people, not the right entourage around them, you know, all different types of, destruction and so forth, it's just bad. And that's just, that's just the way it is. And I honestly believe that you should get yourself a good producer. Find somebody
Yes.
that is not off the hook, so to speak. You know, somebody that has some common sense and somebody that's actually going to work with you. Or if you're doing it by yourself, make sure you get the right equipment. Yeah, you have to grow with this stuff. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna get the cheap shit. I mean, you're gonna get the cheap shit in the beginning. But then if you start to invest in yourself, and that's the other thing that happens with it, you have to invest in yourself.
Yes.
Promote your brand.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If
Yeah.
you are not
Yeah.
promoting your brand, I am so sorry.
Yeah. Then
Mm-hmm.
There
yeah,
is
Mm-hmm.
you have to
nothing,
believe in yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
there is
Mm-hmm.
nothing
Investment is
more
great after you
important.
realize.
Yeah, there's nothing more important than the brand. Even more important than your own individual, individual self. You,
Yeah.
the brand is more important because that's the name. And if that falls, well,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have nothing left.
Saying
Yeah,
it's important too. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
like Medea, it's very important. You know, we have to make sure that we invest in ourselves because we can't get to those
Mm-hmm.
next levels
Mhm.
without having some, work being put in. So the next people are not going to do everything for you. So by the
exactly.
time you know how to
That's
master
right.
a couple of things, then they're going to
Mhm.
grab you because they're like you're more prepared than the next person.
Right.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
They can teach you the other stuff real quick. You know what I'm saying? Along the way, they
Mm-hmm.
know
Mhm.
that you learn fast. You got here. So yeah, you have to
Mm-hmm.
invest, and the only way to get to those next levels is if you invest in yourself properly, not
Right.
just the chains and not just the cars and
That's
just
right.
having your publishing. God damn it, you know what I'm saying? Having
Right.
Right.
your
Right.
you know what I'm saying? The composers and publishing. It's just different things
Mm-hmm.
that we think about as artists. And some people think glitz and glamour. I don't care about the fame. I don't have to be famous at
Right.
all.
Right.
I care about
Yeah.
paperwork together so I can get paid. If I can't get
Mm-hmm.
paid, I'm not excited about this. If I am getting paid and I know that there's some paperwork involved, I'm more excited than putting out an album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is
Mm-hmm.
great
Right.
because there's some paperwork involved. People don't do paperwork in this business unless they're about to cut some checks.
Mhm.
Right.
You
That's
don't
right. That's right. Yep.
let me stop. You know what I'm saying? Saying, I keep
Mm-hmm.
going. I just keep
No,
going.
preach.
I'm
No,
on
no,
my
No.
no.
No,
Business.
Seriously.
yeah,
It's
Listen.
drop those
business.
gems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything you're saying is so on point. I love to tell people all the time, like, I invested in making sure that I could record myself. So
mm-hmm.
the only thing that I needed to do was outsource to mix and master,
Right.
like
Yeah.
let me I could at least record myself cleanly on a good mic.
Yeah.
I have my recording software. I could do that. That cuts my expenses in half. And I could take that other money and, do a video or buy
Yeah.
clothes for a video or,
Right.
put into a campaign a little something, something, you
Yeah.
know like I tell people all the time, like if you can record yourself and just outsource the rest, or if you have enough patience, because Lord knows I don't. I can't. I am not about to say I tried, and I'm like, let me just stick to my lane because I tried to
Mhm.
learn how to mix and master myself. I'm like, look, I still work a day job. I gotta balance it somewhere. I can record, but I ain't got time to be mixing and mastering because that's a
Right.
whole other ball game. That's a
Whole
whole other
nother.
art
Yeah.
form to the recording process. You
But just
know,
like
so.
your name, that's the key. That's the key to be able to
Mhm.
meet your producer halfway to be
Mhm.
able to get y'all where y'all need to go, the release or the sync or the
Yes, yes.
you already on.
Exactly. Yep, because by the time I get a email, from a producer saying, "Hey, BMG is asking for this for this library for this type of show or blah 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 blah
Mhm.
blah." The turnaround is 48 hours. Okay, all right, boom. I get off of work. I'm able to go right in my room and I'm able to record and deliver those stems to him,
Yeah.
and boom, that's another one in the bag. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But like you said, it's about being prepared,
Yeah.
being able to deliver. You know what I mean? I recorded my verse for Goofy right in my one bedroom apartment. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and before we did it, I mean, it was serious. It was like, oh, put me on video chat. I need to see what the hell you working with.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that mic is good. That interface is good. Okay, boom. All right, we good. We'll clean up the rest.
Okay.
And then as time went on, I had to step up my mic game because
Mm,
wires get bad, get static.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Engineers can hear that. They're like, hey, what's
Yeah.
going on? It's time to
Exactly.
upgrade. One of
Mm-hmm.
my first royalty, I took that money and put it right into a Rode mic. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds crispy clean. Hey, you got to step it up,
Mm-hmm.
keep
The
up with the
money
times.
involved. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right, Keith.
hmm
Mm.
Exactly. So you gotta know what you just gotta keep investing in yourself, making sure your
That's
stuff is
right.
clean, deliverable,
Yeah.
and yeah, man, yeah. And the more you do that, the more people take you serious. Like you said, they'll be like, "Yo, she on her business. They on their
Yeah.
business. Let me." you know,
Yeah. You the
they ain't
first one they
playing.
call. They be like, let me call
hmm
you. Shit.
hmm And that's
Yep.
exactly how I be. I'm very grateful because they know, like, yeah, I'm right here. I can deliver. I can freaking deliver. Oh, you need something. And how many that? Yeah, let's do that. I'll turn it around
Mm-hmm.
real quick.
Exactly. I'll
Okay.
be sitting
hmm
like how many hours? You know what I'm saying? It was the same
Yeah.
day one time. I'm like, you know what? Let me
hmm
lab. I got straight off that road and got right in the studio and turned it in.
That's it.
Couple more songs done, sent to the library is a blessing. You know what I mean? To
hmm
have the talent, first of all, and have the knowledge and the wisdom to engineer or do whatever you need to do is
Right,
a blessing.
right.
I applaud
Salute to the engineers and all that. Oh my God.
I applaud all engineers, especially if you just a
Salute to the
rapper.
engineers, man. Oh my goodness. And the producers that can mix and master their own stuff and do it beautifully. Like, oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That is a skill.
Yeah.
yeah.
It really is.
That is such a
hmm
skill.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Saint.
So, thank you. So, one of the two questions that we usually like to end the shows with, we usually ask the question, if you can go back into time and so forth, and what is your definition or your definition of of hip hop. So, what I'm gonna ask this time, Key Turner, if you could turn one event around,
Hmm.
one stumbling block
Ooh.
in your career,
Ooh.
what would you change?
Oh. Ooh. Oh man. Oh
Oh,
man.
you got some deep thought.
Yeah, yeah. Uh I've always been a very loyal person, right?
Right.
And very loyal to a fault sometimes.
Absolutely.
And sometimes that loyalty would can hold you. I hope y'all don't misunderstand what I'm trying to
No,
No,
say.
continue,
I think I
please.
know
sometimes
exactly where you're going. Yeah.
sometimes that loyalty to certain people because you have a history
Yeah.
and all of that will hold you up because you have to realize when you're, oh my goodness, we
Mm-hmm.
have to realize when you're on just another level.
Yeah.
And if I could talk to my younger self and be like, hey, I know you love them. I know you rock with them, but look, you need to go over here because it's time for you to elevate. Okay. Um, yeah.
That
Uh,
mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like it's nothing against nobody that I've ever worked with in the
Yeah.
past, but there is a such thing as just being on another path. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
being on another level, you may be a part of a group.
Mm-hmm.
You might work with certain producers, and sometimes you have to know when to spread your wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
I can dig it.
one of the things that I wish I could have done was spread my wings a little earlier, you know?
Yeah.
I surround myself with a lot of spiritual people, and a lot of times those spiritual people have special insight or words of wisdom or a word of knowledge, excuse me.
Mhm.
And one of the words of knowledge that I received from a very spiritual individual was you were supposed to been doing this
Hmm.
on another level. You were supposed to
Yeah.
been, but you committed yourself out of loyalty to people when you didn't realize you had to step outside of that circle and spread your wing. You would have been there long
Yeah.
time ago. But, you kind of hold yourself back because you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings or I'm loyal. I'm loyal. Y'all don't want to know I'm riding. I'm a ride with them. But sometimes you gotta know when to let it go and do
Yeah.
your thing. So that's
Yeah.
my thing. That's the way the heavy on me for years, you
Yeah.
know?
Damn.
Years. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
And that's big because there's a lot of people right now, and I don't know if there's somebody listening that may be a part of a certain group
Mhm.
or dealing with certain individuals, and you feel like you have some type of loyalty to them, but you always feel on the inside that nah, I need to
Message.
I need to go right. I gotta move on.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. And it's
Right.
nothing personal.
Yeah.
Move the heck on. If you get that feeling, that unction to be like, I think my season is up here. Keep it moving. Please. Don't let that loyalty, you know what I'm saying, get on you to a fault where you holding yourself back. Don't do that. I've held myself back on the account of other people so many times, and I've been presented opportunities long time ago in my 20s, where they're like, "Hey, we love what you're doing with them, but we would love to just work with you." That was
Yeah.
tough for me because I'm like, you don't take me. You
Yeah.
ain't if you don't take them, you ain't taking me. You know,
Yeah.
it's like,
Right.
yo,
Yeah, been
I
there,
wish
done that.
sometimes I wish I would have went, you know
Mhm.
what I mean, that route. But it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. It's a lesson learned. And I'm glad that it panned out where it is now because, we mature and we know that maybe if it did happen that way, I wouldn't have everything works out for the good anyway. But that's one thing though that does weigh on me, and I know that's like one of those lessons learned where like, bruh, don't hold yourself back because of other people. Don't take it personal. Like if it's time to move on, move the heck on
Yeah.
and elevate. Yeah. I hope
Great.
that I hope I explained that.
No, that was
Yeah.
No, no,
somebody needs to
No,
hear that.
that's a
somebody
word.
listen.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Trust and believe
And
with me.
I'm gonna add to
Somebody
that.
got the assignment.
Don't
Yeah.
leave up
Yeah.
in your journey. You never know why you needed them and why you might have
Hmm.
to tap in, and they're gonna have to see you on your way up.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
don't leave
Hmm.
upset. Leave with knowledge of knowing that okay, this time is up. What is my next move? If you got to keep praying and
Right.
ask God, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes
Right.
don't know and it's uncomfortable when you don't know and so you get attitude, you know what I'm saying, everybody
Yeah.
mad,
Hmm.
it's very uncomfortable to move up, you know what I'm
Right.
Yeah.
saying, it's comfortable,
Yep.
it's happy to stay in your zone, you good, you know exactly where
Hmm.
you're at, but God is the best of planners and he don't play about his people.
That's
Right.
right.
That's right.
You didn't believe,
That's
so he
right.
like, you didn't believe, you want to struggle another year, okay, I'll give you another year back
Yeah.
then.
Yep. Listen, you're gonna go in that desert a little bit longer, and I'm about to bring you back around because
Mhm.
you missed it the first time. So now you gotta, now you gotta go out here in the desert for a little bit.
Now
But
you
I'm
come
gonna
up
bring
all
you
dust,
back around.
like let me dust myself off, he tried to told me what I
He
was
tried to tell me. Yes, yes. That's probably one of the deepest things. It's like I was like, wow. I mean, I could tell y'all some stories, but it's like,
no, that's
woo, and you try to stay and your feelings get hurt, all of that. It's like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's whoa, yeah.
and you
Okay.
realize that this is a business and it's not personal all the time.
Right.
That part. Yep.
You be like, ain't nobody else hurt but me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Right.
else want to get bread. I'm the only one over here wiping tears and you know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
Scraping
Yep.
money. You know what I'm saying? Trying to rush somewhere when they ain't rushing for me. You know what I mean? So you have to
That's
just
right.
Mm-hmm.
Tone it down and realize who you are and why
Mm-hmm.
you're valuable to the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Yep.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay. So we got that question out the way, and that was actually a very good answer. All
Yeah.
righty. So the second question, since we usually do what does hip hop mean to you? So this time we're gonna ask, in terms of the music industry, what is your end game? The all to be the the end all to be all, like, if you would have to stop performing or whatever, what role would you want to play, or what future role, if you continue to be in the music industry, where do you want to be at, say maybe 10 years from now?
Key, go ahead.
I always, always wanted to get deep into developing artists,
Okay.
you know? Like I have a niece, and I'm not just being biased because she's my niece, but oh
Mm-hmm.
my God, she has a voice. She gets it from her mama and she gets it from my brother, because my
Wow.
brother's a artist as well. And I can see myself honing someone like her, like, like, hey, this is how you do it. I've always been big on developing, you know what I mean? Like showing someone like how to perform. I've done it actually. There's a studio that I used to work with called Ultra League Studios here in Georgia, and we actually had a program where artists would come in, and I've dealt with like two artists, a couple artists, and it confirmed for me that, yeah, if I didn't write myself or perform myself, this is what I would want to do. I
Yeah.
would want to mentor. I would want to, and I know I don't have like a million followers and this, that, and the third, but what I do know is that I have an ear and I have vision.
Yeah.
Right.
If I have a gift to see uh the gifts on people when it comes to like whatever it is, really.
Yeah.
And I have the ability to kind of pull that out of someone, like, hey, you're really good. And you know how just you got certain people, we all have mentors and people that can see before we can see it. They see it, because they're experienced, and they're
Yeah.
like, hey, you really are a great leader, or you're really great at this and you're really great at that. Maybe you should do that, and you point them in that right direction. I would want to be that person. I would want to be like in artist development, like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
your strong suit is here, and you could do X, Y, and Z to make that better. If I don't know nothing, I know God gave me an ear. I know
Yeah.
that because I have stepped into many of places where somebody was doing a track, and I'd be like, hey, why don't you just add this? And then it changed the
Okay.
whole dynamic of a song. You know what I mean? Like, I own that totally. So I would
Yeah.
totally want to be that person in development to just enhance what someone has, or what I'm saying, just to help mentor. I would love to do that. I've
Right.
always actually wanted to do that. So yeah, I would be that person writing, I produce as well, but not like deep production. Some would argue with me and say, no, you're there, but you just being modest, blah blah blah. But I would love to, yeah, create the tracks, mentor the person, all that good stuff. That's
Right.
totally what I would do.
Right. Well, wow. That's damn. That was a damn good
That
answer,
was.
man.
That was.
That was on point. That was on point. Anybody want to sweep? Anybody else want to
Well,
step
I
into that?
definitely want to chime in to because having a label, and working on the session part 1 and 2, and
Yeah.
bringing in like 10 artists to work on albums with me when I'm doing collaborations, to having an artist tell me she want me to write for her. So Successful Toy will be having a project coming out soon. We have a couple of songs in the bag. She
Yes.
is just a burst of energy and
Awesome.
the type of artist that I, always wanted to work with because I've had artists before, but they didn't have that drive. And because
Mhm.
I'm so overdriven, I do everything. And I want you to have the credit. I want you to be a boss when you walk away. I want you to have something that you got from me that's needed in this business. And she's like, "Look, Miss Toy, I'm gonna run this by you. I'm gonna run this by you." You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
one of those things that we all need in this business. I've had those kind of mentors, even if with my producers or artists that I know, like Sugar T, and just she's like, "Look, sis, anytime you perform, do that, you can do it. I don't give a fuck what kind of show it is." You know what I'm saying? And I listen.
Mhm.
I'm saying because I'm like, they know me from this, and I'm not too good to be like, okay, I got other music too. I get paid from that song, so I definitely want to do that song, and it's
Yeah.
good to hear it coming from one of my sisters in hip hop. So I'm glad to have an artist like Toy, and then her name, it's Toy Toy. I'm Toi, and it's like we just bonded on things that she could do that I'm not gonna do in this business. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm gonna write her some
Mhm.
shit I'm not gonna say. You know what I'm saying? And she won't. Sorry, she want all the smoke. So I applaud you for having that idea to want to work with artists and give back in that type of way because in this industry, the artist development is a lost art, and
Yeah.
it needs to be ran back. You know what I'm saying? So many
Yeah.
other people's going on
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah, for
I agree with
sure. For
that.
sure. Hmm.
You need to run that back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's man. Like I said, this has been one of these conversations that we should occasionally have. Like I said, with these roundtables, and
Yeah.
with and I know you're busy. You know, Key, and you're also busy, Miss Toy, because I know you guys are always busy doing the thing. But that's a good thing, though. When you're
Well,
not
saying
busy,
you know why I'm more busy because I just got a job as an A&R with Maverick Global Distribution,
Mm.
and
oh,
so
congratulations.
everything that
Super congratulations. That's awesome.
thank you. So I've been doing that on the Lovely Radio Show, bringing artists together, doing great features, and I'm gonna continue to do that. We all use these different platforms, and I myself use all of the distribution services. You know what I'm saying? But this is a black owned situation, and I'm happy to be a part of it, not only for my music but for other artists that I work with.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can see the push behind some of these things. Other distribution services, you have to do everything yourself. You have to hire people to figure out how to get the numbers up so you can even make money in this business. So, that's one of the key things that you could definitely listen to or, click on a link when you're watching the Lovely Radio Show. I'm definitely going to keep giving y'all jewel after jewel so y'all can put y'all, pearls together, you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Make
know that's
sure.
right.
Yeah. Make sure that you guys tap in for the lovely radio show on Wednesdays and Thursdays, 10 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern time, 7 p.m.
Mhm.
Pacific. Part of this, eclectic group of podcasters. Or no, fuck that, broadcasters, because we broadcast
Yes.
abroad. Okay.
Okay.
We don't sit. We don't sit in pods. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Y'all already know how I feel
We
about
don't
that
sit
shit.
pod. I
Just
love
come on,
it.
we in our own damn studios. We in our own
Okay.
facility. You know what I'm saying?
That part. That part.
Oh,
All
I
right.
love it. I love it.
So we are about to start breaking it down, but so we're gonna go ahead and do this first. Miss Toy, where are you going to
Yes.
be next, and what are you gonna be doing this week? I know, like, I coin it now, live and lovely Thursdays, because
Okay.
we got West Coast Wednesdays already, but I love it live and lovely Thursdays. So we need to call it that because
Well, I
it
love that.
advertise it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You always got a good name for over here, but I have a new album out, Crash Out. The feature song is called Crash Out featuring Razzcast. And we doing
Nice. Ah,
major numbers. I'm loving that. I'm loving that everybody is doing Crash Out videos for me, and they still promoting my song West Side. And yeah, just keep everything lovely, basically. Every Wednesday and Thursday. But we are live 24/7 on Twitch. Lovely Radio Show. Subscribe. If you're an artist, you might hear your music played. If you already clicked on the link when we live and we played it and we love it, guess what? I'm gonna play it when we 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a love situation, and it's never taken away from whatever you're doing, because anytime you can get
Awesome.
promoted or somebody can play your music live, that's a blessing for you.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
You
it
never know.
is.
You never know who watching. You never know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, and Miss Key Turner, what's going on with you? Well, we already know
All right.
with the new project and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
Yes. Yes.
can we get your socials and all
Yeah.
that other kind of good shit?
Yes, indeedy. So, y'all go stream. Please go stream Muddy Waters 2. I'm on track 22. Goofy with none other than the amazing, iconic Redman. And I'm working on my project. Y'all just look out for me. You can follow me on I am Keith Turner on IG. That's IamKeturner. You could also go to my Bandcamp to check out all of my other music that I've dropped thus far. And that is Key Turner Music. That's KeTurner music.bandcamp.com. Got a couple of projects up there, a couple of singles, just so you can get familiar. Lots of dope stuff, man, throughout the years. And 2025, y'all. It's
Yeah.
about to be crazy. I got some fire coming. I want to big ups to J Swift's Static, Kush, oh my God, JR Swift's. I'm hoping I don't leave out any producers that are on this project. Oh God, Outer Reach. Shouts to Outer Reach Productions. He's on that. Um, uh, the features that I'm gonna have on there, Queen Heroine. As a matter of fact, you can check out a feature I did on Queen Heroine's new album. Her album's out now called Awaken the Sleeping Giant. I'm on a track with her called Power. Super dope project, y'all. Oh my God. She comes from the crew, the Juggernauts, Dope Underground from NYC. Crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's how y'all can follow me, see what I'm doing. Keep up. It's about to be crazy.
That's what's up. It sounds like you are like super busy, but then
Yeah.
like I said, if you're not busy, damn, that's kind of it's kind of fucked up. All right,
You better
Chanel.
make yourself busy. You better clean
That's
up.
right.
Clean
Yeah, get
up.
the business, as like my mom would say, get some business about yourself.
For real.
All right, and of course, CJontay, we know where we find you at, but just let the folks know where we can find you in terms of social media networks and all of that.
All social media is my name, just Chanel J. Wilson. I have a few things. I already have a single out called Or in Orbit, produced by Poetic Beats. I'm finalizing some of the music videos for my Black Heart on the Table project, and so I'll have that out
Damn,
hopefully
that's
in
a
a
hell of a
couple of
name.
weeks. Yeah, it's a whole
God damn,
Nice.
EP project that I put out
sounds
in
dangerous.
2021, and I've been slowly just releasing some of the songs and videos from it. It's a three-part EP. The first one is out now, and then Hank and I,
Nice.
Poetic Beats and I, are working on the second part now. So
Lovely. Lovely.
Sounds good. All right. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the one and only Queen Hooper. Stepped
oh,
into the
she
building.
just came in.
Yeah, yeah. That's what's up.
What's up?
So,
Hi, welcome.
ladies and gentlemen, damn, we have a lot of things going on. We're finally getting into the right stages of Ear to the Street. We got it.
Yay!
We're finally putting it in, and we're finally got it underway. So we're definitely going to be jumping that off this summer. Um, but I want to make sure that you follow us right here on First Gen Xers. We do have shows here like Now versus Then. We also have NVT Deuce. We also have the Cheap Pop Podcast on Sundays. That's broadcast Sundays, as well as the Classroom. And then, of course, we do game streams around here because, that's just, what we do. But we do it in a Generation X type of style. We grown folks over here, and I mean, that's just what it is. We grown over here. Ain't nobody got no time for no kitty shit. You know what I'm saying? And no drama-fied or none of that riff-raff. That's just not what we do around here. But I want to thank everyone, and what we're going to do in our traditional way of closing the show tonight, we are going to Key Turner, we are going to ask you to tell us a little bit about the track 5 Doors Down.
Ooh, 5 Doors Down. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is true life. Number one.
Damn. Okay.
It's basically it's about relationships. Better yet, it's more so about situationships, really. Just dealing with with guys that are not really stepping up to the plate.
Yeah.
And then, meeting someone who does. So it's kind of like that type of comparison. But yeah, 5 Doors Down is basically talking about a situationship that I was involved in. And I got on my Taylor Swift and I had to write a song about it.
Like the here
go. And like here it go. You know what I mean? Because that music for me is my therapy. It is my journal. It is my ventilation. So anything that I'm feeling deep, I write about it. That's how I get it out. And 5 Doors Down is one of those.
Good therapy.
So it's like, I'm putting my all into this relationship that's really not going anywhere. You know what I mean? So a lot of the ladies can relate to it. And and it's produced by an amazing woman producer that goes by the name of Serotonin, and it features one of my good friends, Sarah Jackson, on the hook. And got a whole video out there. We filmed it in Denver, went out there because that's where she stays and that's where my shooter stays. So it was like, hey, it all worked out. Went out there, shot a dope video for it, was able to get her in there. And it was a fun song to do. It was one of them truthful songs. Every time I hear it, I'm like, damn, I was going through it. I was going through it when I wrote it. But it turned out to be a pretty dope track. You know how they say, turn that pain into something else. So
Okay.
That's what it is.
Well,
so y'all go check that out.
Yeah, because we're getting ready to play that. That's our exit. That's our exit song
nice.
for the day. So, all right.
Awesome.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my name is Christopher T. Williams, a.k.a. Agent K28, but also known as The Saint. And this has been a First Gen Xers presentation of Now versus Then. Until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to take us out of here with the one and only Key Turner. Until the next time.
Hey.
Yo, what's up? I say peace, one love, and I'm out. See y'all later.
Peace.
What you're looking for is standing right here.
Standing right here. Standing right here. I'm giving you my all and been committed from the get-go. But getting through to you's like climbing mountains in stilettos. Yeah, that's how you take my breath away. Chest heaving, hoping that relief is gonna come today. How you got to me was unexpected. Felt like a criminal with the perfect cover-up that was detected. Now my heart's arrested, in your cell indefinitely. Can't see to a beast, but my scars you can't see. Like, how many times I've been played like Nintendo. Like, I ain't had my share of pains like a window. Sick of replacements, I want a permanent fixture. But you act as if you only just want a part of the picture. Still give you the key, let you come through the entrance.
entrance, and I'm a fool for that shit. And this track is my penance. Hitting to those who put me on the pedestal. I have flaws, and you're the one that's indelible, indelible. Yeah, I pray that I'm free soon, cause I can't shine with you if I'm only half your moon. Tell them one more time. Yeah, I pray that I'm free soon. I can't really shine with you if I'm just only half your moon.
It's hard to believe when you halfway see it, but you claim that it's real. What you say is deceiving. How could you be mine when you only want me part of the time? You believe when you halfway see it, but you claim that it's real. What you say is deceiving. How could you be mine when you only want me part of the time? Just part of the time. Just part of the time. Part of the time. Just part of the time. Just part of the time. Only part.
Had the breath of fresh air. The wind hit me in Austin. A breeze so different while your state of mind was Boston. Cold with no remedy of trying to keep me warm. Now I think I have shelter to protect me from your storm. X-Man to the next man. Between y'all, he the best man. Drama free, no thespian. With no walls to be wrestling. Ask me when to win, let's go. Yeah, I love it. No closed door show. We mobbing out in public. Genuine, giving me life when that charm hits. I shouldn't be a secret. Save that shit for some armpits. Wonder why my attitude stank. You the cause. Only consistent when it comes to getting in these draws. But it's on pause. I got to put him on the line. Cause now 100 miles away from home and he giving me time. No coincidence, no luck and no wishes. Just happen to be in sync. More than dirty dishes. So we link on this hustle. Respecting the grind. And he gives a lot of light, helping this moon to fully shine. Tell him one more time. He gives a lot of light, helping this moon to fully shine.
It's hard to believe when you halfway see it, but you claim that it's real. What you say is deceiving. Could you be mine when you only want me part of the time? When you halfway see it, but you claim that it's real. What you say is deceiving. Could you be mine when you only want me part of the time? No part-time love, no, 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 no. No part-time love, no, 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 no. No part-time love, no, 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 no. No part-time love. No part-time love, no, 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 no. No part-time love, no, 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 no. No part-time love, no, 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 no. No part-time love.
Pray that I'm free soon. Yeah, I pray that I'm free soon. Pray that I'm free soon.
This is First Gen Excerpts.